Good morning, guys. Welcome to reading class. Let's continue with the story, Komodo Dragons. Today, we're gonna read the story. We're gonna copy and answer some questions. So please, let's do it. Let's review the vocabulary first. Armor. Remember that it's a covering worn to protect the body in fighting. Fierce is a synonym for savage and wild. Harshness is roughest to the touch. Eyes, taste, eye, or ear. Lizards are reptiles, somewhat like snakes, but with 4 legs and thicker bodies. Prey is an animal hunted or seized for food. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals with backbones and lungs. And Rome is wonder. It is a synonym of wonder or travel. Let's go to continue the reading of the story. Yesterday, we read some pages. When we started reading yesterday, we read where Komodo dragons live. Where do they live, class?
In Asia.
Indonesia.
Komodo Island. Komodo Island.
Island. No, but it's in Indonesia. They live in Indonesia. Aha. It says here, they are dragons or lizards?
Dragons.
Lizards, actually. They are the biggest lizards in the world. Then their names is Komodo dragons, but actually they are lizards. Okay, not like the make-believe animals that appear in stories, in movies. Aha. So they live in one of the harshest and hottest places in the world. Often the temperature is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes even gets as hot as 110. 110. Okay, probably you have visited Nacaome, Choluteca.
Nope and nope. No.
Maybe you have visited San Pedro Sula.
Yes.
Okay, San Pedro Sula normally, the temperature of San Pedro Sula normally is it's about 33 degrees normally, and it's hot, 33 degrees. And the temperature in this place is, if it is 110 degrees Fahrenheit, is about 43 degrees Celsius, 43. San Pedro Sula, if San Pedro Sula is 33, imagine 43 degrees. Okay, San Pedro Sula could have 33 degrees Celsius.
Very hot.
Very hot. So that's why it says that these animals live in one of the harshest and hottest places in the world, because 110 degrees Fahrenheit is 43 degrees Celsius, hotter than San Pedro Sula. So it is very hot. Okay. How do they look like? Well, they look like what? Adult dragons? Well, they're big. This, for example, it says that they can grow over 10 feet long. 10 feet long is more than 2 meters. If we see a person that is 2 meters tall, 2 metros de alto, we say, oh my God. So it can touch, puede tocar el arco de la puerta. People with that height usually are players, are people that have that height, que tienen esa altura.
I have a question. Of the Komodo dragons. The Komodo dragons.
Komodo.
techo.
Komodo dragons.
Of the house.
Maybe, you know why? Because I think that's like an average measurement. El alto de una pared de una casa normalmente es de 3 metros. 3.5. And 10 feet equals 3 meters. No hay una persona que mida 3 metros. No. Ajá.
Wow. The Komodo dragons can have sons and daughters. That the Komodo dragons can have daughters.
They lay
and sons.
eggs. They lay eggs. Yes, they lay eggs.
Yes.
And
Well,
because they are reptiles.
Miss.
They lay eggs, exactly.
Miss.
Uh-huh.
Miss, not even a person can touch my roof. Miss, this I'm in my sala, but here in the part of the roof is so high that even a Komodo dragon cannot touch it.
Okay, there are some houses are built differently with different measurements.
Mine is like
sizes.
5 meters or 6.
Okay. Okay, so when this one says sometimes they eat water buffaloes. Yes, even the water buffaloes is 3 times bigger than them. That's not a problem. So they can eat small animals like rats or big animals like water buffaloes. And how do they breathe? Yes, Crystal, I say that at the beginning. Class question. How do they breathe? How do they breathe? ¿Cómo respiran?
In the tongue.
Exactly. They use the tongue. Yeah, they use the tongue to breathe. That's why Komodo dragon's tongue is always out of the mouth. It's always out of the mouth.
Komodo dragons use that tongue to breathe the air.
That tongue, yes. So they can smell animals. They can smell the prey.
It's like a dog.
Everyone, all living things smell. We smell, but we don't use our tongue. We use our nose. So Komodo dragons use the tongue. Komodo dragons
have a nose.
Yeah, they have a nose too, but they don't use it to smell. They smell using the tongue, and they move the tongue back and forth because they are looking. They're searching.
And they use that tongue to bring water.
I don't know how they drink water. Remember they live in a very hot place. So I guess the amount of water in that place is few amount of water, probably. Eggs bigger than a baseball. And a baseball is like this, right? And the eggs of Komodo dragons are.
Look that horrible eggs.
It's not so horrible. Well.
Miss, I have a question. How son the Komodo dragon's babies?
Like them? I think babies look like the mother, but small. It doesn't change a lot. Okay, let's begin the reading. The first students that is going to read would be, let's see. I am going to say the name because I already have a list, so I know who read yesterday. Melanie. Let's begin with Melanie. Melanie, read up to here, please.
Okay, like most reptiles, Komodo
no, but
dragons.
In the title, this is a question.
Oh, how are baby Komodo dragons born? Like most reptiles, Komodo dragons hatch from eggs. Dragon mothers lay their eggs on the ground. Then they dig a big hole and bury the eggs on the,
Yeah, they cover the eggs under the sand.
The sand. This keeps the egg nice and warm, about 81 degrees It also protects them
Fahrenheit.
until
81 degrees. Este
81
circulito se lee degrees Fahrenheit. Porque hay diferentes,
Fahrenheit.
diferentes escalas para medir temperatura. Hay tres. Fahrenheit, Celsius y Kelvin. So, si es Kelvin, entonces usted va a tener una K. Si es Celsius, una C. That's why you have to read that. 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead. Continue.
It also protects them until they hatch. Hatching takes about 8 months.
8
Mother
months.
dragons,
Mhm.
mother dragons usually between
Lay.
10 and 20, lay between 10 and 27.
27 eggs. Okay, so they have between 10 to 27 babies. And eggs, the babies hatch in about 8 months. That's a very long period of time. Okay, now, Victor.
A common dragon mother has has 10 or 27
From 10 to
baby.
27, yeah, from 10 to 27 eggs. Eggs. Victor, read please.
Dragon eggs have a soft milk shell. They are much bigger than chicken eggs.
Yeah.
In
okay.
fact, they are usually bigger than basketball. That goes in because baby dragons are about 16 inches long when they hatch. Baby dragons take care of themselves right from the beginning when they are young. They eat insects and small
Rodents. Punto.
rodents.
Punto.
So
Okay.
those they
Punto.
move.
Here is where you have to stop, Victor. So see, in fact, the Komodo dragon's eggs, in fact, are usually bigger than a baseball. That's a good thing because baby dragons are about 16 inches long, 16 inches. In a ruler there are 30 inches. A ruler has 30 inches. And a Komodo dragon is about 16 inches after it hatched the egg. Después de que sale del huevo, it's about 16 inches. 16 inches. So it's like half of the ruler, como la mitad de la regla, el length. Okay, continue with, no one have to be writing or decorating or drawing. No, please. Okay, so who read now? Melanie, right? Melanie and Victor. Now it is Ivana. Is your microphone working, Ivana? Is your microphone working, Ivana?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so you're gonna start reading here, and finish here. Okay.
Soon thus they move on to
Soon,
bigger
though,
they move on to bigger animals. Komodo dragons grow up fast. In their first 6 months, they grow to nearly 3 feet long.
Mhm.
Twice as big as when they hatch. Baby Komodo dragons have many more spots than their parents do. That helps them hide from other hungry animals. They are also good climbers. Being they are young and often live up in trees. That is probably to help them keep away from adult dragons. The adults will eat them if they get the chance.
Okay. Now, Ryan. Ryan.
¿De dónde empiezo, Miss?
Here significa que no está siguiendo la lectura. Si me pregunta dónde empieza, usted no está siguiendo la lectura. Debería. Ajá.
Komodo dragons are
And the question?
Are Komodo dragons in danger? Komodo dragons are rare animals. They live on only a few islands.
Islands.
Iceland has more and more people move into those areas.
Areas. Areas.
There is less and less room for the dragons.
Okay, room.
And the
What does
dragon-
room? Wait, what does room mean? Espacio. Sometimes we say, oh, copy this. And you say, Miss, I don't have enough room in my notebook. Look, enough. I don't have enough room. So it means that I don't have enough space. So that's why. The question is, if Komodo dragons are in danger, says, there is less and less room for them. Less and less room. Menos y menos espacio. That's what it means. Continue, Ryan.
For the dragons to survive, they need
Protected.
protected areas where they are free to run and hunt as they have for millions of years. Long live the dragons.
Okay. We finished the story. That's great. Okay. Now the questions. Let's go back to the presentation. Question.
This was mine.
Use what you know about the selection to answer each item. And you might copy the statement and the answer, only the answer. Don't copy A, B, C. Just the questions and the answer. The number one says Komodo dragons are make-believe animals, alligators, or lizards. What are they?
The sea.
They are lizards. Yes, they are lizards. Number two, where do Komodo dragons live? In Australia?
The beach.
In India,
Indonesia.
or in Indonesia?
Ah, no, Indonesia.
In Indonesia. And the number three, Komodo dragons swish their tails back and forth to show they like something, help them balance, or hold on onto their prey.
Sí.
See, hold on to their prey. No. The Komodo dragons don't switch the tail. It is what?
The bee.
The bee, exactly. The tail gives balance to the animal. The tail. Tail gives balance to the animal. That's what it moves back and forth. It's like when you are walking. Imagine you are walking in a line. I draw a line on the floor in PE, for example, and you have to walk on the line. So you open your arms and you move your arms in order to give you balance. Depends if you are falling from one side, so you lift your arm, you're given, your arms gives you balance. So the same happens with the tail of the dragon. The same happens. Yeah.
Why do you say this? I am estresada.
Stress. I am stressed. Why? Why are you stressed?
of the presentation of language.
No, come on. Nothing happened. Let me tell you an interesting facts about totals and the temperature. When we talk about temperature, I just remember totals. Totals, the totals lay eggs, right? Lay eggs on a beach. They dig a hole, lay the eggs, and they bury the eggs. Okay. Did you know that depending on temperature, the babies will be female or males? If the temperature in the burrow, in the hole, the temperature of the eggs is under 27.
Miss, I finished to copy Miss Alan.
Degrees Celsius, the totals will be males. Okay. If the temperature, we are talking about totals, right? If the temperature is over 31 degrees Celsius, the babies will be females.
Miss, may I go to the bathroom, please?
If you finish copying, yes, you may, because I need to change this. So that's how it works. Si la temperatura es menos de 27 grados, las tortugas nacen machos. Si la temperatura es arriba de los 31 grados, o sea, si la temperatura es más caliente, las tortugas nacen hembras. Did you know that? The gender of the totals depends on temperature. Depend on temperature.
Need you have turtles.
I do. I have 3.
Do
Fiona,
I have 3? Male or female? I have a lot of turtles.
I want one male and 2 females.
How you get them and how you get them?
The first one, Fiona, we bought it in La Ceiba many years ago, about maybe 8 or 9 years ago. The second one, Encantador, a person, a security guard in the previous neighborhood where I lived, gave us the total to us. He gave us the total. It was a gift for my kids. And the last one, Ginger, one day we went to Talanga to visit my husband's uncle, one of his uncle. And the person, the person that take care of the farm, la finca, he found a little turtle on the road. And I asked him, because he have the turtle in a hole, like an old pool. And I asked him, why did you give to the turtle to eat? And did you know what he answered to me? He says, nothing. Imagine or thinking that the turtle you don't need to feed the turtle, that the turtle is gonna eat plants or something like that. So we decided to bring the turtle. So that's why we have 3 turtles.
Miss, can I tell you something?
Tell me.
In December of 2021, the last year, I go to the birthday of my cousin that lives here. We go to Talanga to a finca.
When?
It was like went to the home of the grandpa of my cousin.
Okay.
But my cousin is 6 years old. And then in the birthday, I ride a horse. I did a lot of stuff.
That's great.
I cannot explain.
Okay.
I ride a horse.
You rode a horse?
Like 5 times. Then I broke the piñata.
Uh-huh.
Then I eat pizza, hamburger, cupcakes.
You ate? Okay, so remember that you have to mention the verbs in past tense. I went, I rode a horse, and I ate pizza. Aha, okay. Now, we need 2 more questions. We need 2 more questions. Can I change this?
No,
There are 5. Fine. So
Yes,
you need to
miss.
copy 2 more.
no,
Quick,
miss, no,
Yes, miss.
copy.
I need to copy.
Sí, María José.
Okay. Let's wait for Maria Jose. Let's wait for her. Question number 4. How is the female different from the male? How? How is the female Komodo dragon different from the male?
She's usually smaller.
She's usually smaller. She's not as strong, or she's skillful and clever.
A.
The A. Yeah. The female is usually smaller. And the number 5, because Komodo dragons are cold-blooded, they prefer to eat warm food, need outside heat to warm them up, or can easily hunt their prey.
The B.
David.
Yeah, needs outside heat to warm them up. Yes, they need sunlight. Heat the body.
And
Copy, please.
Bien, me puedo salir.
Okay, guys, so we finished the class with these 5 questions. Thank you for your attention.